In the morning, I play some Hollow Knight. Hello, everybody. We are back with Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight, So number one, I woke up pretty late. I was planning to do like what's it called? I was planning to do like essentially like a day of practice before the stream to just like ensure I'm prepared for the final boss. But I woke up really late, so I did not practice the entire day. I practiced for roughly like an hour. I had like a smoothie for breakfast, and as I was drinking my smoothie, I would like practice against Pure Vessel. To be fair, I decided to skip the in between bosses, in between enemies, by simply activating cheats. So I have not practiced on literally any of the bosses. I've been only practicing Pure Knight. I would like skip all the enemies up until the Pure Knight arrives, and when I saw Pure Knight, I was like, bingo, and that's when I switch off the cheats and I would be like, fine against him. I almost defeated him a couple of times, but that wasn't like enough. I think I went into like this third phase where he like pulls out like void tentacles, which is an achievement, I would say. I also start to exercise again once more. It's been like roughly a week, maybe two since I last exercised, which is like, here's the thing with exercise, it's good to keep consistency and good to have so like if you have like a moderate exercise, you can do it every single day, right? Like I had multiple times achieved where I would like essentially be exercising like 200 push-ups a day, and I would be like, you know, this is moderate, and like I would stop at 200 and I would be like next day I would do 200 more. It's like it's genuinely you can do if you consider something a moderate exercise where you like you break a sweat, but you're not like you can like definitely do more. You can like keep doing it every single day, you know, it's just time consuming mostly. If you're doing exercise till failure, doing them every single day, the same exercise till failure is way more difficult. I had so for example, I now start to exercise with the kettlebell. Last week I did like introductory. I essentially introduced myself to the exercise with kettlebell, where I would do like arm lifts to the side, to the like in this direction, trying to just exercise. Essentially, I'm exercising the shoulders. It's the most that was what I was doing. I was exercising the shoulder, and a thing that I noticed today as I was exercising, that like that was really good introduction to the exercise, because today as I was doing them, so like last week, like 2 weeks ago, last week, I don't remember when exactly I exercised. You can probably like watch a VOD where I say like I exercised, I cannot lift up my arms anymore. And since that day, I have not done exercise up until literally today. Oh fuck. No. But essentially, as I was exercising, I could not like last time I could not lift like with kettlebell beyond this point. But today I could like pretty confidently lift it all the way up and down, up and down. There was a little bit of a thing where like I didn't have as much control to be doing it like when somebody is very proficient in kettlebells, they can like lift it up, put it down, lift it up, put it down in one smooth motion. But I had to do it in like up, down, just like slamming it, trying to not break my knee, which I almost did. I smacked the kettlebell into my knee by accident, and that bitch hurt like a hell. Fuck. Anyway, and also it's like only 10 kilograms, which is like within the range of like which usually is like a medium exercise, like an average weight you would expect from a kettlebell is like 10 kilograms, but I want to eventually push it a little bit higher to like become proficient enough in kettlebells where I can raise the weight to maybe, I don't know, like one of them like larger, higher weight kettlebells. Anyway, but I did exercise. My shoulders and back is a little bit tense, like my upper back, which is a good sign because like if your lower back is hurt, that's bad. Like there is some exercise that like help with your lower back strengthening, like your core and lower back strengthening, but like I was not doing them, and if my lower back was hurting, I would be like, oh, I fucked somewhere. Like somewhere during that exercise, I absolutely destroyed my, like I put pressure on the wrong place, and like I might gonna need like a walking cane when I'm older or something, you know. But yeah, overall, I also had like the. Here's the thing. I said that like I'm a big fan of coffee flavored protein powder, and that's still kind of true. But now that I like taste it, like I've been drinking it as I was exercising, and like number one, dehydrates you like hell because it's coffee, it dehydrates you. Number two, it's like I know something about its flavor really does not like some protein powders. When you drink them, you kind of go like, okay, I can like drink more. But with this one, you need like hey, I need like a water break. I need to drink like clean water and not protein powder. I also, as I was exercising, my windows were fogging up. It was super sexy and cool, actually. Sorry, it just I don't know. I thought it was like funny to say that, but like but yeah. I mean, I like exercise. Exercise is good. Son bitch. Exercise is good. Having good exercise, and now I'm having protein shake, not protein shake, like smoothie, right? It has bananas in it. My neighbors gave me like 2 bananas and 2 apples and lime, which is like, by the way, like the lime was the most random part of it. I was like I expected the bananas and everything else. I hated it. I like, why lime? Like out of all. But anyway, they gave it to me and I was like very grateful, and I put it in a smoothie, and it actually does taste very good. It's a banana lime smoothie. That's the main flavor. Somehow, like whenever you add banana to any smoothie, it like does not give you. Sorry, did I say banana or did I say apple? Somehow when you add apple to smoothies. They don't share the apple flavor at all. Like apples don't translate well into smoothies. They're good for like additional fiber, I guess, and like vitamin C or whatever. But like their flavor is so like gets drowned out by Lucia. Like last time I had like apple banana smoothie and like I could absolutely not taste the apple. I absolutely could taste. Actually, banana becomes like stronger when you add the apple to it. Oh shit! Just remembered something. I saw. So a pause from, I guess 2017. Where like a diplomat or politician from Ukraine was pinned on what's his name? Alexander? Like there's this guy in Ukrainian history who was like a Nazi sympathizer, but like it's a complicated story. To explain it very simply, Ukraine just went through mass starvation, 20 million killed, like USSR treating entirety of Ukrainian population as like the same way British were treating Irish people, and they've been treating that, and USSR just took that from, by the way, Tsar's Russia. Like they just copied Tsar's Russia homework because they did Tsar's Russia did exact same thing. So all of those things happened, and then there was this guy, who's like first name I can't remember, but his last name was Banderas. And he saw a bunch of Nazis, and he was like, "Yo, guys, if you can like help me out, we can gas the Jews if you want to, but like free us from USSR first." And that's what he did. Which, by the way, is not the first or the last time something like that happened in history. There has been a lot of people who saw themselves as revolutionaries and whatever, and they're like cooperated with like some sort of other occupying power because they were seeing themselves as the righteous. It's a complicated topic. I personally don't think cooperating with Nazis is a good thing. But it's also like it's kind of like you can see where he's coming from in terms of like everything that happened previously. Like justified, probably no, but understandable maybe. You know, it's like depending on what you see it as. Like, do I think he did the right thing? Absolutely not. Do I understand where he's coming from? Maybe. Anyway, so that's the entire premise. Politician. So he has a grave that I didn't know, but I didn't know where his grave was, but his grave was apparently in Munich, because as a prisoner of war from like Nazis, they actually were treating him very well, because he was like a very he was very helpful to them, to their occupation of Ukraine, because, well, I mean, obviously he was like a nice sympathizer, and so because he was like so helpful, they treated him very well, which is cute. Obviously that means that he's kind of like he shouldn't be seen as a hero, obviously. Anyway, so back to the point that I was making. but he has a grave in Munich. Actually, it's a city where I live in, which I didn't know. I thought, well, I mean, surely his grave has to be in like Ukraine, but no, it's in Munich. And the politician in 2017 from Ukraine pissed on that grave and posted to like, I don't know, some social media or something. And that's based. That is actually based. Like now, I want to do it as well. Like I want to go find that grave and piss on it as well. But like for all me saying like I can see where he's coming from, I'm not saying that I like the guy. It's like I don't know. It's like one of those like villains where like okay, I see that like they killed your wife and daughter, but you are like trying to gas the Jews. Okay, like anyway, you get what I mean, right? That's like. So I kinda just want to piss on his grave as well, but anyway, back to the point. Apparently also another guy like shat on his grave, and like completely different guy. Again, based. And I don't know what fuck. Like number one thing that surprised me is the fact that his grave wasn't in Ukraine, and number two thing that surprised me was the fact that his grave was like literally in the city where I live in. And it's also, by the way, to clarify, so like to explain, so I'm kind of like dodgy around the subject of him, because like with me saying like you can see where he's coming from, but like it's also like evil. Like cooperating with that is, even if you're fighting what you perceive as bigger evil, is still evil. You know, it's like a rock and a hard place. You don't want to be between either, or choose either one of those. Anyway, like number one, obviously I see him as evil, and number two is the fact that I want to say that forget the dodge. I was too preoccupied about talking about this guy. And just what I think is that well, obviously Ukraine has to like distance himself a lot from the guy from the Bandera, because that he is the main propaganda piece. He is the main puzzle piece for Russian propaganda. Like every time Russians try to paint Ukrainians as Nazis, they point to Bandera and be like oh, this guy did this. They worship him as a hero. We do not. I don't worship him as a hero, obviously. Last time I was in Ukraine, calling somebody Bandera sympathizer was like an insult. Like you could call somebody a faggot and it would be wait. I put myself in a hard place in here because I don't casually throw around that word, but I thought like what would be like a very good insult in Ukraine, like the insult that like would really like make somebody like hate you, and that would be, and the F slur would be it. But the problem is, I know that Twitch fucking hates you using that word as well. Like I don't know how people view it in general. It seems to have like changed directions, but like I feel like I shouldn't have said that. But like anyway, you could have called somebody an F-slur in Ukraine, and people would probably react with less disdain than calling somebody a Bandera sympathizer. At least last time I was there. So what I'm saying is that the guy is not treated as a hero in Ukraine. He's treated as a complicated subject matter. Twitch gonna hate my ass. It's as if they gonna like catch me. This is my 50 subscribers, yeah, 50 followers. YouTube will keep it forever. I don't know if I want to like bleep it out. But by this point, it was like an honest mistake, because I don't particularly use the slur. But but like in like Ukraine, that's like one of the harsher, not harsher. I don't know how to say it. It's like a weird. There's like a weird weird attitude around the slur, because you definitely can use it pretty casually. But also, like, you better not call somebody that directly to their face, because they will fucking beat the fuck out of you. I mean, I don't often like, I don't know, like it sounds like I'm defending myself. No, like you using the slur, saying the slur there out loud should have been, I should have saw it before. But like I'm just thinking about the fact that like I don't particularly use slurs on people often. Like I don't particularly use it. Like it's like I pretty rarely name call people. I just rarely do it, so. I use slurs against my friend, but that's more of like a joking. Anyway, I'm just thinking about the last time I used it, and that you used that slur, and that's not recent. Anyway, oh, except now, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, weird history, I guess. I mean, speaking about slurs, flankers. I've been getting like on a manhwa website, on a website where I read manhwas. On a website where I read manhwas. So like I have like ad blockers on, obviously. Like my phone just blocks majority of the ads that they show. Except recently they decided to start embedding ads into like sorry. Hold on. They decided to embed ads into the website itself, like it's not simply like an ad. You'll see an ad for like, I don't know, big tits girl or whatever, save her from a castle. They start to implement ads like where you usually see a chapter of a manhwa. They now have like an ad that's like says like, do you want to talk to Makima? Check out this AI chatbot. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like AI, like number one, I don't want to talk to AI, right? I want to talk to Makima, number one. I don't want to talk to fucking Rezo or whatever. I don't want to talk to Power. I want to talk with real people. That's, I guess, number one for it. And number two is the fact that, like, they implemented number one, they obviously took like a deal with some with that AI chatbot company, where they show specifically this AI chatbot ad in their website, and they get like revenue or whatever. But like, number one, it's great to me to promote directly, like knowingly. It's not like a random pop-up ad you just like you have no control over. It's like, no, you know it's gonna be an AI chatbot, and it's gonna be for people who read manga, which are probably pretty lonely people. Like I'm one of them, and I feel like a lot of them are on the incel forums. Like I've read the comments under a lot of the manhwas, and like amount of inceldom in there and misogyny is staggering. The woman in a manhwa raises an opinion about the main character maybe shouldn't like kill orphans, and underneath it there's gonna be like fuck you, fuck this bitch, get her out of here, fucking bitch ruined some mood, she's stomping on his fucking aura, like it's a like fucking kill her, rape, dismemberment, and like you read it and you're like, fucking Jesus Christ, the insult in here. So they took the website that's populated pretty largely by incels, obviously, and then we're like, okay, so what do incels like? Talking to AI chatbots? So how about we recommend them our AI chatbot, where you get to talk to Makima? Would you like to bark for Makima? Who's a good puppy? You know, all this shit. And number one, just simply advertising AI chatbot is already evil to me. But advertising AI chatbot directly to the consumer base that will be spending probably like $10,000 a year on a fucking AI chatbot is even more evil. You're taking advantage of these poor incels, okay? These poor incels gonna like spend their last dollars on this AI chatbot to talk to Makima. Every time I see that ad is always at the top of the like chapter list. Like you're gonna have like newest releases shown. Like you're gonna have like a fucking players who return in 10,000 years from hell, and right underneath there's gonna be, would you like to talk to Makima? No, I don't want to talk to Makima actually. Thanks, I'm good. And unlike that Nazi sympathizer we talked about, there isn't a complicated evil behind it. You want money. You're not out here fucking trying to free your people while making deals with the devil. Oh shit. I didn't expect that one to be there. I think it's important to not forget that this part of Ukrainian history that like it's important to like address it and to be like, we did that, and we're not exactly proud of it, but you also need to like understand where like where it's coming from. It's not, we're not trying to glorify it. It was a desperate gamble that didn't pay out, and the cost was really great. No, the cost was very high. The gamble didn't pay out. It was a loser's bet, really, taken by a desperate, despicable man. Actually, desperate. I don't know. Can you describe him specifically about it? Like, he was the one of the key figures of it. I don't know if he was desperate, but people who followed him might have been. Ah. I think, wasn't it like Swedes who had like the most base response to it? I don't remember if it was Swedish people or somebody else, but there was somebody who had like the most base response to Nazis being like, yo, give up your Jews and you can like just, and we'll just let you live normally. And there was like this country who just went like, oh yeah, the number of Jewish people is actually 0. Everybody here is our countrymen and none of them are Jewish. That one was really based, I think. Shame Ukraine didn't do that. However, it's not like Ukraine wasn't on the list as well. Nazis hated Slavs as much as they hated Jews. Hey, those are like two topics that were kind of like I wanted to talk about yesterday. Not even like today, but yesterday, but then I forgot. And I was like, actually, I think I need to talk about I need to talk about the weird fucking AI promotion that's going on the website where I read manga. And the fact that I didn't know that there was a Banderas grave in Minute. No, like I legitimately thought that like, I mean, I didn't think it was here. Like, that was like somewhere in Ukraine. Probably defiled like a couple of times already, but like, no, it's in Minute. Also, a funny comment underneath it was, well, like the question was like, did politician who pissed on the grave get arrested? And the answer from like one of the comments was like, probably not, on account of the fact that, well, it is a Nazi sympathizer's grave, so like to arrest him, German police has to first, like, it's illegal, definitely, to piss on a grave, especially in the public setting. But in this very case, the chance of police in Germany actually prosecuting that crime is near 0. Like it's a, like you are very unlikely to find a German police officer who would be like, oh yes, let's go find the guy who, especially if it's like a politician. If a politician did it, like you have to like arrest another country's politician over pissing on a Nazi sympathizer's grave. That's like, you know, it's pretty difficult to do. And what, you're gonna be known as like that one guy who arrested the guy who peed on a Nazi grave. Like, dude. Do you know how bad of an optics that is? Me going on a date with a 10 out of 10 baddie just for her to Google my name and find out that I arrested a guy who peed on a Nazi grave. I think you will like get more dates if you piss on a Nazi grave. Me dating a 10 out of 10 daddy, me dating somebody else's dad. me dating a 10 out of 10 baddie when when she googles my name, found out I get arrested for pissing on a Nazi grave. She tells me to not pull out. She pays for dinner. Damn, maybe a good optic actually. Like, can't really put it on like a Tinder profile, right? Like, at least not the picture. They're gonna be like, you fucking can't just like show the picture you come into the drive on Tinder and be like, yeah, it's good. But be like, yeah, wanna see me piss on Nazi grave? I find it really funny, but like on those like Reddit, on that like Reddit post where like I saw the picture. The people were arguing over like essentially, well, is the guy a freedom fighter because he was fighting for freedom of Ukraine from USSR and not Nazis but USSR. He was fighting on like the other side. So like the question is, does it still classify him as a freedom fighter, or is he like a do you put another label? And it's like I think I talked about this when I was talking about like optics of concept by terrorist versus freedom fighter, and it's like there is none. The difference between terrorist and the freedom fighter is whose side you're on, and on his side, and if you were on his side, he is labeled as freedom fighter. If you were on his side of like trying to liberate Ukraine from USSR, he's a freedom fighter. If you're on the side of USSR, he is like he's to be sent into Gulag and tortured, I guess. Fuck. I didn't expect that one. Okay. Did he also do anything good for Ukraine? No. There's like from a good things he did, none. No, like it's like legitimately you can't really put, because like long term he did literally nothing. It's like was just kind of pointless. If he succeeded and liberated like Ukraine from USSR, you know, you could argue like, oh, at least he did like X, you know, at least he did that. But like he didn't do that, so it's like you really cannot. Like good things done, 0. Evil things done, like couple million. Honestly, I need to like clean my room so I can like do push-ups again. Cause I was looking at like the place where I usually do push-ups and it's like all has like massive amount of mess, and I'm like, okay, I need to clean that, and then I can do push-ups. I think we need to like fill up with this build. I also changed one of the charms from the one that gathers a lot of soul to the one that lets you heal quicker. By the way, I forget to tell that. Like, yeah, replace it with this one and put the grab thing in. Yeah, I think there is like legitimately nothing better than the grab one right now. Yeah. Oh, I love it when you do a lot of jumps. Such a satisfactory victory right now. Holy shit. Nothing better than this. Full health. Full soul. No damage taken. Pure victory. Ah, fucker. Right as I was gloating about the pure victory, he comes in out here with his Nope. No, no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing challenges. You, who you take me for? That was stupid. Jump it twice. I wanna go hunt in the forest. Frolic in the forest, hunting wild game. Fucking bad. There is a ridiculous thing I've seen on dating profiles. Not on dating. Okay, here's the thing. I'm on Tinder and Bumble and whatever the fuck, and I saw the same girl on Tinder, Bumble, and other websites, like the same one, but she's like in every single app I'm in. I never like matched with her, but like, and I particularly want to, because the first image that she shows on her, every single one of her dating profiles, the first image she shows is her with her like armpits showing. Like she's like lifting up her arm, you know, high above her head, just to show you her armpit that is like hairy as hell. And it's like, why? You know, like what? Why? Why you're like? It's not like a massively hairy armpit, but it's also like gross, you know. Like I have like armpit hair right now, right? Like it's about as much as she has on her picture, but like I'm not gonna have it on my like dating profile. I'm not gonna have like out there with my armpits out showing the hair, you know. Like it's specifically, it's lifted up like this just to show you the hair, you know. And it's like, and like I sent it to my friend and like, yo, what the fuck? and my friend goes like, yeah, like I don't know, like it's just gross. It's like the weirdest shit I ever seen, because it's like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like maybe she's like one of those like body positivity movements where like we don't have to shave our armpits, but it's like, dude, like everybody shaves their armpits. I shave my armpits. Just weird. Like what? You don't wipe your ass as well? It's crazy that you fucking cornered me. Like, just to anybody in the future listen. You gotta shave your arm. Like, that's all. That's just as simple as that is. And if you don't want to shave your armpits, what? You're not gonna wipe your ass as well? Like, you're not gonna wash your ass? And you're not gonna, I don't know, what other, you're gonna wash your ass, clean your hands, cut your nails. How far will it go? You dirty fucking bastard. Just do it, it's simple. You don't have to like do it every single day, but just like decent amount, like when it's like too much, you know. Or like when you're going on a date. I make sure to shave everywhere. If it's a date, absolutely. Nothing might happen, but like, if it does, I don't want to be like out here was unshaven on, you know. Like, I have a beard and I still shave my arm, you know, like, that's simple. It's like a... My beard doesn't have like specific sweat glands that produce extra odor. Like, obviously there's like sweat glands in your face, but like not as many as in your armpits. And it's not like creviced, especially because it's a crevice, because it's like a spot with like folds and shit. That's where majority of bacteria will be more likely to develop and grow, you know. Be clean. Don't be a nasty freak. Nasty freak award came in. Could be for you if you don't shave your arms. I know there is people who are specifically into hair, and that's, I know that's like too freaky. I don't know. Like my guy. Get some. I don't know how are you specifically into that? I'm saying be like a lolicon, like if there is like one pubes, they're gonna be like ew, old hag, but like, you know. You know you're freaky, like it's just, you know you're freaky. I don't think I need to say it some more. I'm in fact very curious about different ways to decrease hair, because like it would be nice if I could like just permanently remove hair on the armpits. But apparently there's no such thing as a permanent hair removal. Unless, I guess, what's the one that like a lot of like trans girls take? It's like it's called electric substance, electrolysis or whatever. It's you like inject, you like put a small like metal wire in your in the hair follicle and pry out the hair follicle, so like you're like just permanently smooth as them. I don't know if that's like, if it's a permanent solution or if there's like some sort of a... I don't know if it's a permanent solution or if there's like a... It will regrow after a couple of years, but like so that one is interesting, but like that one sounds too annoying and costly. Then there is LASIK, which apparently can like remove leather hair removal. Apparently can remove the hair from like whichever body part you want for up to like a month or something. Like for a month you'll have no hair because well, similarly you just fry out the hairs that you have, but you're just frying the hair itself without like removing the root itself. So after like a month, new hair will come back. Which sounds more, I guess, appealing. It is, however, like ill-advised for people with darker skin complexion because it apparently doesn't work as well because, well, the way laser works is that it hones in on your hair's melanin and it rides that part. So like, I have light hair actually, so it might not work for me as well because my lighter hair might not be caught by the laser. It's like relatively complicated, but it doesn't work on people with light hair, which is me, or people who are darker skin, which is some of my friends. So like, we have same problem, different reasons. Then there is then obviously there is vaccine. Vaccine sounds, well, number one, painful. Number two, as far as I know, it actually incurs risks of ingrown hairs. Like when you rip out hair by the root, there's a chance that the new root of a hair will grow wrong and it will grow inside of your skin, which I actually suffer pretty common without even needing to wax. I pretty often have like an ingrown hair and I have to like remove it. Like I'll literally like dig into my skin to just remove the ingrown hair. It leaves sometimes it leaves a scar, sometimes doesn't. Pretty nasty. And then obviously there's like shaven, but shaven is painful and sometimes like it feels like every time I Google does shaven does shaved hair grow back stronger, I get like different results. Like every single time I Google does it do it, there's often like an answer of like yes or no, depending on who you read it from. Sometimes they go like yes, it actually does strengthen the hair follicles because of like essentially your because you damage the skin cells and your body's natural reaction to damaged skin is actually to grow hair on the spot, because that's kind of like the reason we kept some of our hair, is because it protects you from damage slightly. And then another one goes, no, actually it doesn't. It actually doesn't, and your hair grows is purely determined on like your genetics or whatever. And you're like, can like somebody agree, please? I just need to know it, you know. And then by far my favorite method is hair removal cream, because you just put the hair removal cream on whatever spot you want, and it just removes the hair absolutely. Sometimes it's more effective than others. You like need to hold it for a little bit longer, or you need to unless you like need to hold it for a little bit longer, or sometimes you but like holding it for too long does incur risk of like an acid burn, which is not good, because the way hair removal cream works is essentially it's an acid that breaks down your hair before it breaks down your skin. But the problem is that like if you hold it for too long, it will also break down your skin. It's like put an acid on your on like a piece of steel with rust on it, and like, yeah, technically it breaks down rust before it breaks down steel, but like it will eat through steel as well if you let it rest too long. So interesting factoid, I guess, about it. Not factoid, I don't know, like it's like a related piece of information that like is within the same realm. I was watching how to make leather from. I guess I was like, okay, so how would I make leather if I was like skin an animal and then I wanted to like remove the hair and everything. So in certain cases, people prefer to like shave the hair off. But there was this one guy who actually proposed a lye solution. So like you take lye, which is the mineral, and you soak the leather, like the skin of the animal in the lye solution, and after like a couple of days it completely breaks down the hair, and you can just simply peel it off, like actually the same way the what's it called, the hair removal cream removes hair from your body. Like it peels off in the same manner. But what was it? And I don't think that's gonna help you with like your hair removal. Like I would not recommend soaking yourself in lye solution to remove hair. But it's interesting. Actually, I might want to Google right now. I'm like curious enough. I want to Google right now. What happens if you like soak yourself in lye? Because it might be like, is it like a good like imagine just like you come back home and just like take a lye bath or whatever. I'm pretty sure lye is acidic, that's why. No, it's like super base, right? Like a very, it's like a very positive base. I was very worried about that one. Hold up. Okay, if I Google, yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do that. Hold on a second. Okay, well, we might as well. Using lye. No. How do you spell lye? Lye. To remove hair from leather. Leathercraft. Deharing a tanned hide. Using lye to remove hair from leather is a traditional method, practically effective for deharing hides that have not yet been tanned. Lye, which is chemically similar to hydrated lime, yeah, it's raises the pH of the hide, causing the hair to loosen and slip off easily. A common recipe involves mixing approximately 1/4 cup of lye with 10 gallons of warm water. Soak in the hide for 2 to 3 days, turn frequently. Yes. Making it possible to remove the hair. Yep. Okay. Does lye damage Damage. Fuck, damage. The hide. I think I misspelled hide. Burns the skin and damage to mucous membrane if not handled properly. Nice. Penetrate skin, continued causing damage even after initial contact, especially if not washed off immediately. Okay. Wait, so 1 force a cup for 10 gallons. That's actually a lot of water for the amount of lye you're using. So yeah, that makes sense that it's actually kind of diluted, I guess. I feel like that would be a very unethical experiment to do. To like soak somebody in like that solution of lye water to figure out if it's to figure out if you can like dehair somebody like that. Me running my little evil unethical experiment for me just to find out if I can like remove all your hairs using lye without causing like a permanent damage. Perfect. Okay. I just walked into him. Ah. Just keep pushing. You know, I do find it interesting. So, I saw a video which was like, why does Hornet take more damage than Hollow Knight, the little ghost? And they're like, well, technically, Hornet is like part bug, part god, while Knight, little ghost, is 2 gods and like void addition. He's like literally built it. Fuck, I tried to jump here, but it didn't work. I need to so badly fix my sleep schedule. It's unbelievable. My sleep schedule is like in absolute shambles. Damn, we really fucked up today. I mean, this run. This run's like not good at all. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. That was a shit run. Fuck. You know, there is this, so like, from like YouTube Shorts, I often get like tech stuff, and I kind of enjoy it, but like there's some tech YouTubers that I'm not particularly fond of, and I just don't particularly want to watch them. There is one where it's the premise of the show is that you have one guy come in with a problem, another guy explains it, and like they often do like clips of like can Tech Papa teach me how to do it, or like you really disappoint me. Well, I'm sorry, and like so how can you help me? And it's like, well, it's simple. And it's like I don't particularly enjoy it. And sometimes they even do like segments. So like I rarely even like finish watching them. Like I often just like dislike, like don't recommend and like leave, but like then like I'll still see them. Anyway, so fuck, my nose is itching really badly. Sorry. Kinda like. So I don't particularly enjoy their content. But sometimes they do like a funky little like hey, I found this in the dumpster, can you like tell me what this is? And they're like, oh my god, it's like a legendary Turbo Sucker 3000. It's like a best water cooler to ever exist, and it was only made like, and there's only like 10 of them still 10 of them still known to exist. And it's like wow, so can I put it on my fucking I don't know, Intel Gen 4, and he goes like, if you put it on a subpar fuck, my nose itches very badly. If you put a subpar CPU, I will literally strangle you. And he goes, so what would you recommend? And he's like, well, it would really suit you well for this fucking build of a PC. And it's like, I don't care. Number one, I don't care for like an old relic tech, you know, like I don't care for you to tell me like this is legendary PC game that was for promotion. This is a very cool keyboard. Especially I don't get keyboard snobbery. I use fucking Cherry brand keyboard from Amazon Basics. I don't care that it doesn't sound like a mechanical keyboard. I don't get the stims from the sound of clacking mechanical keyboard. I don't care that, especially like, so like the reason I'm bringing it up is because I saw like one time I will like bringing up like a keyboard, and they're like I found this keyboard, but like it has a weird weird like USB plug, and it's like not a USB, it's some like other bullshit. And he's like, oh well, that's because it's a legendary fucking keyboard, mechanical keyboard from whatever. In fact, it cannot use a USB plug because this specific plug allows them to have double input. Essentially, you cannot press A and B at the same time on your keyboard and for it to like send both A and B at the same time. Like if I press like right and left at the same time, like the keyboard gonna have to like keyboard gonna have to like send like left arrow and then right arrow right after, and like it like, and then game has to be like interpreting that signal. Interpreting the signal of like left right left right left right over and over again until it like essentially makes the knight just stand in one place. Okay. But this keyboard allows you to send two inputs at the same time, so it doesn't. But that's impossible with a USB plugin. It needs like a specific fucking plug. Well then, what the fuck is even the point of this legendary like keyboard? You know, if like I can just plug it into my PC anyway. If it utilizes this like if it utilizes old school plugs that like maybe allows you for a dual input, but like what's the point of it, you know? It's like having shoes that you can only use on gilded roads, and it's like, what the fuck is even the point of the shoes? Sorry. It's like if you have like a motorcycle that you can only ride on like muddy terrain and no other. No, I think that's a bad example because like off-road motorcycles can be popular.
They are mine.
Fuck, my nose fucking itches so bad, it distracted me. God damn it. Oh, Christ. We're 1 hour 20 in. And still no closer. Yeah, you're not the only one who can do it, huh? Big bro. Yeah, I know. You know, I saw people complain about Reaper's Crest in. I think it was Reaper's Crest. I'm pretty sure it was Reaper's Crest. People were complaining about Reaper's Crest in Hollow Knight Silksong, and honestly, all of their complaints were the exact opposite for me. I actually really like Reaper's Crest, and downward, like people were complaining about the fact that downward slashes with Reaper's Crest are bad, and it's like, no, it's actually really good. People were complaining about the fact that it's delayed, and I'm like, I'm okay with it. Especially because you can like compensate for delay with getting like a temporary boost from Flee Potion, right? Like even that like can become a strength, so because you have like extra damage on top of because you get extra damage on top of the fact that you're also fast as fuck, boy. I don't think I'm missing timings with the Reaper's Crest downward slashes. They're pretty convenient. I miss the downward slashes way more with the what's its name? I miss a lot more downward slashes with like original, I guess. They did also say like, oh, you probably only found Wanderer's Quest or nothing else, and you probably never used the White Dwarves before. But it's like, no, I think I used White Dwarves playing the other. Inconvenient, I guess. Okay. Next guy. You know, people are I keep seeing videos about people talking about AI bubble person, and I don't know if it will burst. Like no, okay. I think it should burst. I'm confident in saying it definitely should. The more directly what I mean is that, well, number one, maybe it's gonna be similar to like crypto, because people were saying like, oh, crypto bubble gonna burst, except it didn't burst, it more like fizzled out. Like you still have crypto, and you especially have a lot of like pump and dump meme coins and shit right now. Like it just fizzled out from being like a zeitgeist to being like slightly less. Like, is it the bubble? Because like crypto still costs a lot. Like that's the thing. The key point. Because when I imagine bubble bursting, I imagine it more similar to like a bunch of people ending up with like nothing in their pocket, but crypto is still kind of like important enough to where a lot of people still have like a lot of money from it, and a lot of people even like with like .com bubble, right? The bubble where like the OG bubble, where, well, I mean, OG bubble would be like the total bubble where in Netherlands they were like selling tulips for very very high cost. They even had like speculation shares on tulips and shit. And the bubble eventually burst because people were like, tulips are not that important, bro. But like that's why we know of what's called? That's why we know of Netherlands now is like a tulip country, because they have a lot of tulips left over from those days. So what I'm saying is that I don't know, but like the bubble bursting in that retrospective was a bunch of people losing out money because the bubble did in fact burst, right? Like the bubble no longer existed. I mean, demand no longer existed. .com bubble, same way. People realized eventually that actually all of these .com businesses aren't worth as much as we speculated, and so people were pulling out their money from all of the .com businesses that literally were like carpeting, but also internet, carpeting, but also through the internet, the delivery service, but also through the internet. You know, all of those services. People eventually realized that they were not worth as much as people eventually realized that they were not worth as much as people speculated, and so people started pulling out money, and that's when the bubble burst, because people started pulling out a bunch of money. With crypto, bunch of people did not start pulling out, like people just stopped putting more money in, but like there's still a bunch of people who put their money into crypto. Like the bubble still not burst. Like it decreased for sure, especially like Bitcoin, I think decreased in value dramatically. But still, there is like still people who there are still people who are there are still people who would invest in crypto. Like, yeah, people would still invest in, I assume, what's it called? People would still invest into .com businesses, but it was like the burst of .com bubble was completely different to, I guess, burst of crypto bubble. And with AI, the burst of AI bubble feels like okay, so people will start to pull out of AI businesses, right? And like that makes sense, because so far like there's a lot of speculative investment around AI, and people are essentially like putting their money in into possible revenue, whereas in like actual AI projects that now exist have not made money and in any way possible. It was like the most recent what's it called? Most recent sign of the things not going well being the fact that, well, previously ChatGPT company said that they will not be doing like companionship and like text related chatbots, because they feel like it demeans their business. But now they're like starting to make sex. They made like a not safe for work chatbot. Like if you pay a little bit extra for me right then too, you can sex with AI, and so that's probably the sign that they're finally like the role may be slowing down. Maybe there's not a lot of people willing, not as many people now willing to pay to give them money. Even so, like money is still coming in. Maybe it's just not enough. Like now like. Finally, the investment versus spending. Like before, investment and spending was breaking even. So like they would spend, I don't know, like 500 million, and is they from them they would get investment of 600 million. So they have like 100 million in investment profit, not like an actual profit because they would still like need to spend it somewhere, but like and now for recent years they finally had like I don't know, let's say 400 spent 400 spent and 300 given. And so they're like, okay, we cannot keep coasting the bubble. People's like investments are drying up. Maybe because they don't have money, or maybe because people are now apprehensive about like keep investing in AI. One of those two. So like if people stop investing in AI, that would be the burst of a bubble. If people stop being like, we'll go like, okay, we need fucking money. We need to get our money back, or we will not invest even a dime anymore, right? That will be the burst of a bubble. But I'm just wondering, look at, sorry, my nose itches so bad. Jesus Christ. I'm wondering if there is a will ever reach actually genuinely that point where people stop investing into AI, because I feel like if investment dries up, like in the sense that there is not going to be any more people investing, people will be like, we need to see some tangible results, or we'll stop investing. ChatGPT now can, I don't know, like try to make profit for the first time in years, you know, like they can like all of those AI projects just can start trying to make profit. And like some of them don't even need to try and make profit, right? Because like some of them are behind Microsoft and other businesses, right? So like Google's AI doesn't particularly need to make profit because they're behind Google. Like YouTube has not been making profit in a long while. They're still existing because they're attached to Google. So it's like so what I'm thinking about is that if AI bubble bursts, it's maybe gonna happen with ChatGPT, in the sense that people will stop investing in ChatGPT, but people will still be able to invest into Google and Microsoft and other companies, and those will keep funding. Well, maybe they will stop. Maybe they will stop making AI, but I feel like they will not, because the potential is too good to pass on, you know? Like the possibility of making AGI or to permanently replace the workers, or possible advancements that they can do with AI, I feel like it's gonna be too much of a it's like seeing a goose and thinking it might lay a golden egg one day, and you keep feeding the goose, but it keeps laying you like regular eggs, and you go, well, maybe one day more. Maybe if I just feed it more. I feel like that's the attitude around the AI by all these companies. Because the goose is kind of like still laying eggs. Just they're small and they're like not very tasty, but they're still eggs, you know. And so you go, fuck. I mean, but one day you might, the goose might lay a golden egg, and you go, oh shit. You get what I'm saying? like the burst of AI bubble, especially because it's predicted by like YouTubers, so it's like that thing of like you know, to pull out to a, so there's like this like share, there is this like this saying from people who invest in stocks, which is if you hear from like a taxi driver about like a company, like investing in like some sort of like stock, you have to pull out from that stock, because that means it's already reached its like peak. If like a random taxi driver knows about stock, but I feel like, I mean, nowadays that thing might have changed, because I feel like random taxi driver might actually know about stock more than I do, because they like I have like zero what's it called, zero doubt that an average taxi driver is now gambling in the stock market like every single day, trying to like get out of being a taxi driver. Like on average day, you probably, if you ever in a taxi and you what's it called, and you peek over the taxi driver's shoulder while he's on the phone, and you look at his phone, there's probably like a trade, stock traders up on it. Either that or crypto, one of those two. Fucking my nose been itching the entire time. This is really like unfortunate. I hate this. Okay. Pay attention to me. God damn it. Ah, fuck you. Bastard. Oh, fuck my nose. Okay. What I was thinking, yeah, so the reason I even brought up the taxi drivers, so like YouTubers keep talking about possible burst of AI bubble, and I feel like, I don't know, it may be like a, it may be like a, because they're YouTubers, maybe they, I mean obviously they're YouTubers, they don't know enough about how it all operates inside out, you know. Maybe behind the closed doors they're like there's like a bunch of executives talking about how like they'll actually never pull out of AI, you know, because like it just, the prospects are too numerous. Or maybe behind the closed doors there's like a bunch of users who are like literally less informed than the YouTubers. They never watch like any like a video, you know. They never watch like CoffeeZilla video explain how Actually, AI bubble is like down to burst at any point in time. Like Warren Buffett only like relies on like a, I don't know, only relies on like a dog who keeps eating from like a bowl with like the name of like a company to invest in. Like that's actually Warren Buffett's secret. He has like one dog who eats from a bowl of like a with like a different who has like multiple bowls that all say different companies' names, and every time it eats from one of the bowls, he buys their stock, and every time it drinks from another bowl, he actually sells its stock. That's the Warren Buffett secret. So I just so yeah, I don't know. Like every time I like hear about like bubble about the person, like it's another YouTuber, I just go like, are you sure? Like because like it's a YouTuber, you know? They're like not like they might be informed like in terms of like technicalities of it, how like it works and like, but like it's not really, you know, a predictions like. Like they don't have like insider trading knowledge. You know who I would trust if like a politician was like, yeah, bubble I think is about to burst, because they have probably insider like knowledge. As soon as you see, I don't know, fucking Joe Biden's stock portfolio and like pulls out of like Nvidia, you go, oh shit, we need to leave. Because it's not even like politicians' stock portfolio is not even managed probably by a politician. They probably have like some intern and they like go like hey, invest in this one right now. Like not an intern, probably like a proper financier or whatever. Fuck my nose, fuck. Oh Christ, this fucking my massive fucking nose is itching so fucking bad right now. Oh. Shit. The itch in my nose is very destructive. Like it's so destructive, it's unbelievable. I cannot like seem to like scratch it off. It just never stops. Okay, I'm good. Half the time I wasn't even paying attention to the guy, I was paying attention to my health. I was like, 3? Okay, can keep jumping. What the fuck is Polymarket, by the way? I'm still kind of confused on that. Like, I get that it's a baiting website where you can like stake a bet on fucking anything. Like, you can stake a bet on like your daughter losing her virginity, and like there's gonna be, but like I don't get it. So like other people also bet against you, right? So you like you put a bet like I bet $100 my daughter will lose her virginity by 30, and then people like bet like, and then people also bet their like, they're like, no, I bet she loses before. Doesn't count. Okay, I was gonna say that doesn't count if like one of the person who bet against it like rapes your daughter, and then it's like is it like that, right? But that's like, I think that's a little bit too cruel. That jokes is a little bit like too much. Lambish, can you like calm down a little bit? Fucking stop! Come back here so I can scratch my nose. Bro, can you like fucking stop it? Finally. Fucking idiot. I mean, to be fair, wasn't there like a recently Polymarket bet that they that like people are 100% certain is in fact insider traded one, because it was like a Nobel Peace Prize, am I correct? Like people bet on Nobel Peace Prize being like under this guy's name, and like it turned out true, but like then people like the inside, the knowing that is kind of like I feel like betting on that is like too much of a like you're literally betting against like people who are never announced. So like how would you know it? You know, how would you even know like somebody is like somewhere near to be nominated? Like you would have to be like, either you would have to be betting for like the most like well-known person, because I'm pretty sure they bet on the person who's like they bet on the person who's like fucking, what is it, Venezuela or Ecuador, like one of those countries where there's like technically there's dictatorship going on, and like that person was betting. The person nominated was against the dictator, but my fucking nose. And the person nominated is fighting against the dictator, but she's like a literal like CIA fucking plant. She's like literally a CIA sellout. And like, number one, can anybody even like tell me her name? Because I don't remember her name. I heard about the news and I don't remember her name. So like the question is like, if you're betting on a Nobel Peace Prize nominee, would you bet on somebody who you don't even know his name of? And also to bet fucker. To bet that somebody's gonna win a Nobel Peace Prize, they either has to be the holiest of thous, you know, just the most holy person imaginable. Literally like, right? Like literally Jesus Christ of Nazareth came back to life, came back to life, and instead of bringing the apocalypse, he brings in like another round of miracles. This time on the house, I guess. And people are like, damn, this dude deserves a Nobel Peace Prize, right? And like, and then you bet like, how many people are betting that Jesus Christ of Nazareth is deserving of Nobel Peace Prize? Like, I bet he's gonna win it this year. And then he wins, and you go like, I told you. Everybody's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. He's like a holiest of thous, you know. Like, it's easier to win maybe like Nobel Prize in like science, departments, right? Like if you're like within Nobel Prize in physics, like you proved like you and your team proved like I don't know, proved that dark matter exists. You like literally have like dark matter in the jar during the presentation, and then you go, damn, I think that deserves Nobel Prize in physics, you know. And then everybody else is like, I don't know, maybe that other team who proved that God exists will win physics. Sorry, I'm thinking about like what other, besides like finding dark matter, the teams that found the black, like the white hole, I guess, you know, which is like the opposite of black hole, by the way, you know. Like a team found white hole, one team found white hole, another found like dark matter, and you have to be like I don't know, I'm betting on the team that found the white hole, and you're like, no, I'm betting it's dark matter actually. And then Nobel Peace Prize stand comes. Nobel Physics Prize comes in, and people are like, who won? And it's like, oh, dark matter team won. The funniest shit was the fact that they filmed it, but they filmed it like I saw the video of them like telling the nominee, right? And the video is like the guy at his desk arranges documents, drinks a cup of tea, and like goes on the phone, like phone lays on the table, and he like presses a button to call her, and then like it's like ring 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 ring. He's like, hello. And then the guy's like, hello, we from Nobel Peace Prize Award, and we would like to nominate you. She's like, oh my god, it's a great honor, and it's like all filmed, like somebody fucking sneaking up on the guy. I will Google the right after this guy. I'll search up the video because it's the stupidest thing I've seen. Like cinematography wise, I would give it like C-. Nobel Peace. Nobel, technically. Not Nobel, Nobel Peace Prize video. Yeah, I even misspelled Nobel. Sorry. 2024? Doesn't make sense. Shahar Hassan and like bunch of Hebrew underneath. Okay, interesting. I'm trying to. Oh, is it her? Right. Fuck. Hold up. Nobel Peace Prize. Informing the candidate video. I'm trying to find. There is like a video. MAGA demands Nobel Peace Prize for Trump after bombing Iran. That's fucking hilarious. That's really funny. I bumped around. Can I get a Nobel Peace Prize? Fuck, my nose is just so bad. I'm trying to find fucking. It's a YouTube, I guess. I don't know. Like the video is like really, really funny. Looks like shit.
The Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 goes to a brave and committed champion of peace, to a woman who keeps the flame of democracy burning amidst a growing darkness. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado. She is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. As the leader of the democratic forces in Venezuela, Maria Corina Machado is one of the most extraordinary examples of civilian courage in Latin America in recent times. Ms. Machado has been a key unifying figure in a political opposition that was once deeply divided, and a position that found common ground in the demand for free election and representative government. This is precisely what lies at the heart of democracy.
Shut up. This video, it's so crazy to me. Can I get like the full fucking video? I don't give a fuck. Like, why is her head covered? What the fuck? Trying to look like a goddamn mannequin? That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, look at this. Like him. It's filmed like fucking. Like somebody's stalking him during his day. He's like, oh, it's time to like call my oh, I forgot. I need to go call the Nobel Peace Prize candidate, like winner or whatever. Like oh, let me like check my documents, press a phone call. I'm gonna drink some tea, and then like he looks at the camera. Oh, what the fuck are you doing here? Like you surprised me.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Am I talking to Maria Corina Machado?
Yes, this is Maria Corina.
Yes, Maria Corina. My name is Christian Berghardt Piken. I am the secretary of the.
Why is he so shaken up? Why is he like oh, it's me. I'm a secretary for a Nobel Peace Prize. Is it comfortable to talk to you right now? I just pretty please, if you will, I'm here to tell you that you're a nominee.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee in Oslo, and I'm calling to inform you that in a few minutes it shall be announced here at the Nobel Institute that
like
you will
he's like
be
almost crying. Why the fuck? But yeah, this girl, and she's like straight up a shill for CIA, if I remember correctly. It's like she's like straight up like inviting CIA. She's like inviting not CIA directly, but like US to like install. Is it me or he's faster? Was it just me or he was like super fast right now? Like the fact that, well, number one, the fact that the candidate for Nobel Peace Prize is like the whole situation stinks, right? Obviously, I think. Like the fact that Nobel Peace Prize candidate is a person who's like literally selling out her country to CIA, right? The fact that they did this like fucking really stupid fucking video, like where they inform you like in a couple of minutes we'll say that you're actually a Nobel Peace Prize winner. And like the video is filmed that fucking stupid way. Like all of it is kind of like stinking out of the place, I would say, in my personal opinion. It's like somebody farted and it's not me this time. It smells bad, and this time it's not my it's not garbage in my room. So what I'm saying is that what I want to say is that is it surprising in the fact that Nobel Peace Prize probably by now, like I don't know how corrupt it was at the beginning, because at the beginning it was founded by what his name was, Christopher Nobel. He was the founder of dynamite, and well, essentially dynamite was founded as a substitute for nitroglycerin, because nitroglycerin was commonly used by miners to like mine shit, right? And but nitroglycerin was like super unstable, and dynamite, which was a more stable derivative of nitroglycerin, was well, number one, very valuable in terms of saving life, and also was very valuable in terms of the fact that it was stable and didn't just explode randomly, because nitroglycerin is pretty unstable. So Nobel had lots of money from it, but then when his invention, dynamite, was used for evil, that is war, he decided to redeem himself by funding the Nobel Prize, which would essentially be like a funding for anybody who's like achieved merit in scientific circles, right? So he's trying to fund the innovation, reward the innovators without having them, trying to redeem some of his guilt, and that's interesting, right? And like now, a lot of people don't associate Nobel Prize with now a lot of people don't associate Nobel Prize with the Nobel Prize with the well, dynamite. I mean, no, people don't associate the founder of Nobel Prize with dynamite. People associate it with Nobel Peace Prize and Nobel Science Prizes, and like oh, you're so good. Let us give you a little bit of money for being such a good boy. And what I'm thinking about, right, is that I don't know how corrupt it was when it was just founded, when Nobel just had his idea of like, what if I reward people who achieve scientific merit by giving them money. I don't know how corrupted it was, but are we to be surprised by the fact that now, after so many years, Nobel Peace Prize candidate could be shill for fucking CIA. That now candidate for Nobel Peace Prize could be a shill for CIA. That and somebody on the team can like do a poly market bet of like who bets they will nominate this fucking CIA shill, you know? Is it? It's corruption, obviously, but like, is it surprising in modern day and age? Is not very. At least my eyebrow is not super raised. Like I'm not like out here. How could you? I thought Nobel Peace Prize was reputable as such. It's clearly just a liberal establishment for well, formed with a bunch of people who want to be like. It's like it's essentially like slightly different version of Guinness Book of World Records, where like if you didn't know, like it started as like it started by like the guy who founded the Guinness Beer Company. That's why it's called Guinness. And it was essentially just a book for like hey, did you know this guy like can like spit up so essentially like the premise was that you have like let's say you and your friend are disagreeing over like something like oh, I bet the longest you can hold your breath underwater is like 20 minutes, and then no, the longest you can hold your breath underwater is 5 minutes, and then somebody's like, no, I actually bet it's 20 minutes. And then instead of like dunking one of the guy's head underwater to see how long he can hold it, you just consult the book, and the book says, oh, it's actually 20 minutes. I don't know how long people can hold their breath underwater. I think 20 minutes may be a little bit too much. Anyway, back to the point that I was making is that that's how it was founded. It just was founded as like a fun encyclopedia of like fun facts. Like the longest javelin throw is actually like that long, the longest spit distance, or the fastest draw of a gun. But now it became, well, number one, obviously it's not very profitable to publish a book about world records. So eventually, it just became a book which you can contact. Well, you can contact them at any point in time and just say, I want to make a world record for longest joke in it while singing the national anthem of Brazil. And they will come up to you and be like, okay, let us record it, or you can like send us a video. Here's our fee. So it's not really. So what I'm saying is that like, I'm just not super surprised by the fact that Nobel Prize is under corruption of, well, we have our own agenda, I guess, you know. Everybody has an agenda nowadays. You meet a dog on the street, it has probably an agenda to, I don't know, to install a cat in power or something. Everybody has a little secret plan. Everybody has a little bit what they want to do instead. Who funds Nobel Peace Prize, by the way? Like, I legitimately, like, obviously, I know somebody else, and it's not the original, you know, Nobel fortune that they're using up. So I'm just, I don't remember who does it. Like, gotta be like some sort of company or something, right? Like, because I don't remember that the time I signed any documents to like contribute some money to Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, I believe well, not sorry. I always bring up Nobel Peace Prize because it's the one that like I think about the most. Obviously, I think that's the one that people mostly associate with Nobel. Like which by the way, I'm pretty sure Nobel Peace Prize is actually like the latest edition. It's not even like the original Nobel Prize was about like sciences, and then Peace Prize. Nobody gives a Nobel Peace Prize. Nobody gives the Nobel Prize for like the most convenient line of code or something, right? Like they didn't do computer science Nobel Prize. Maybe the I'm gonna need to Google all the ways you can make a Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize. Keep saying it like Nobel. Virtues Prize. It's crazy because of how similar it is. Nobel, Nobel. Like you just need to put E in different spots. Okay. The itch in my nose slightly decreased, but like it's still there. Dude, wake up. You gotta go to school. I like the no king rally. I think I said it before. I for sure said it before, but America doesn't have enough public protest against their like government because like only if it turned into actually this guy out of the office. Oh yeah, I think they can do it. Yes, actually, okay, maybe don't have it like out of the office probably, like yo, leave. But have it at the very least at the level of like we want this, we want that. Because that's how it started in Ukraine. We just had a protest against. We just had a protest because our president said he's not gonna do something that everybody wanted, and then people got shot, and people were getting mad because now it wasn't simply like oh well, college students are protesting against something that like may be important, but whatever, you know, they're kids. Now it was, oh, the president shot kids. That's like terrible. By the way, yesterday I said like I'm pondering the orb to see the answer about the fact that I was asked the question, what's like a unique thing about me? On like a Bumble. It was like a interesting opening line question. And I was waiting to find the answer. But then she just forgo the question and like contacted me. But then she still asked the same question. She just was like, "Hey, how's it going? What is the most unique thing? What do you describe as unique about yourself?" And I'm like, huh. Now I think she's CIA. Now I think she's like out there trying to harvest my audience or something because she contacted me first and that never fucking happens. Are you kidding me? She's probably listened to all the things I said. I was like, yo, this motherfucker is crazy. We need to detain him now. Subject breach contained. He's good. My movements are definitely slower, and I think that's because I'm tired. But I didn't play the game for too long, and I wasn't even awake that long. I mean, to be fair, I took Bill start because of the exercise. It's funny, I exercised, I took a shower, and I went to sleep like immediately. Ah, fuck. Whew. 2 hours 22 minutes. Fuck. I was really hoping to finish today. I could have just turned on cheat and just went like, you know what? I'm just gonna one-shot the bots and we're gonna go. No, I don't do it fair. You know, it's unfair actually, because the bots has to fight me alone, but I have to fight him in a row against other enemies. Yeah, I am breezing through the enemies now, but like, dude. Still annoying, and it tires me out. Not physically, but mentally. Well, at least the character mentally. As a character physically. Character may not get tired, neither mentally nor physically, but I do. And I am the soul of the character, technically. Without me, Lil Ghost would not be able to fight even half the bosses. I do find it really funny for like power scaling feats when you have like a gamer character versus like, I don't know, like anime or whatever, because anime character feats can be like exaggerated, because like, I don't know, like let's say we have like a Georgia character, right, and they're like, well, you see, this is supposedly a laser that he dodged, so he gotta be light speed character, and then like he can't move that fast unless it's only his head. Like only his head is light speed, because like he cannot dodge with his entire body, but he does dodge laser with his head at one time. So technically his head is light speed, yes. So you have like that thing in like anime or animation, movies, whatever. Like in The Boys, people were trying to scale the speed of A-Train, right? And the problem is there is one scene where A-Train dodges laser beams from Starlight's like hands, and either those are not laser beams but something else, or A-Train moves faster than light. A or B, and if he is faster than light, that does not make sense. Because he's like fast speed shown to be like supersonic. I thought you said you're gonna run A-Train on me. No, I meant A-Train. No, sorry. I thought you said you're gonna run a train on me. No, I meant A-Train. This one guy. Swinger couple misunderstood. Swimming couple had a misunderstanding. I hope saying the same joke twice was just as fun. Anyway, what was it? It's funny, he drops down like lower, right? Yeah. So funny. Anyway, so like there is like those problems in like any medium, but it's even worse with like games, because with video games the debate is, do you take yeah, that's all it worked. Okay. So like in video games, there is like gameplay canon feats and non-gameplay canon feats. For example, when you have like a Doom guy who's like rips apart demons with his bare fist, but then and like canonically battle like fucking gods, you know. But then gameplay wise, he just shoots guns and like bows can kill him. Like like lore wise, Doom guy is immovable monster who's like indomitable and cannot be destroyed by any normal method, including the fact that like what's called that like company, I forgot the name, that like kind of like works with demons, right? Like tried to examine his suit and like they literally couldn't cut it open because they literally couldn't cut it open, but then like a regular demon or like lava can like damage it, you know. Or like God of War, where like canonically Kratos it feats of like strength of like literally moving mountains, and he can like flip the temple that is attached to all 9 realms. But gameplay wise, he like can like push the door open or something. So it's really funny to me, the power scale, because like people have to like debate essentially like is gameplay canon or the lore canon, you know, like what do you take, because like sometimes gameplay, for example, like when our knight dies, right, like that's one thing that I was curious, like is death canon, does knight like lore canonically respawns and then he finds his soul and puts it back to he's like void reflection and puts it back inside. Does what's her name? Does Hornet canonically die and she has to like beat herself, come back and retrieve herself? I think no. But then there is and then of course there's games where death is canon actually. For example, the Titan Zero. Zero, really good example of it. Or because every single death is in fact was just your imagination of what would happen. You like preparing yourself to kill your enemy. Alternatively, you have Bioshock, where every single death is canon, and in fact you just respawn in like the chambers. That's how it works. Like it's a canon, but that's why you also have like lore breaks in Bioshock 1, where doesn't make sense that what's his name? Fontaine tries to kill you because you will respawn in Vita Chamber. Like, why does Fontaine try to kill you if you're gonna just respawn in Vita Chambers anyway? Is he stupid? Fucker. Can't really do anything here. At least that was easy. So like is Hollow Knight gameplay where you never get hit. Well, you never die, like Steel Soul gameplay without where you don't die. Is it like a canon gameplay? Canonically, little ghost never died. I like when every single one of your deaths is canon in a video game. It's gotta be one of my favorite genders. Game where gameplay and story match. In fact, it's funny. I forgot the name of the one. Uncharted. I forgot the name of the company that makes Uncharted, but canonically, Uncharted gameplay. Every single like bullet you take and whatever, like your health is actually not you getting hit. It's your luck. Like the developer described it as like Nathan Drake is very lucky character. So every time there's a bullet passing near your ears, or every time there's like a bullet that bounces off just next to you instead of at you, that's your HP. That's your luck running closer and closer to his head. All the red bars and whatever, that's the signal that your luck is running out. And canonically, Nathan Drake would only die from one gunshot. I like it. That's a. I mean, that's a good description. I heard people using that for D&D, like the idea that like your HP isn't actually you getting wounded, but it's your luck. But I think for D&D actually it would make sense if it is you getting wounded. Like yeah, the sword it just passed close by to your vital areas, and the because there is like effects like bleeding and burning and shit like that, you know. Poison status effect. Fuck. Fuck. Should have just stayed there in that place. Especially because in D&D you can play so many like fantastical races, so it's like doesn't particularly make sense to have like a yeah, maybe you're playing like a plain old human, but plain old human by D&D standards. By D&D standards, they may be like not very special because they don't have like a racial ability, but they like a regular human in D&D world, from D&D world, would still like wreck an average human in like a real world. Like you get like a D&D civilian in, and they can like shrug off a bullet or two, while in our world they have to like no, bullet hurts. However, also additionally to the bird, maybe like average human is not invincible, but what if they're a fucking adventurer, you know? Like maybe D&D world works by the rules of like shooting myself with 9mm to eventually develop resistance to 50 cal, you know. Maybe D&D world logic works by like Baki rules. Where as long as you train diligently. So like regular civilian will not shrug off bullets, but then you have like you have an adventurer, and they may have started like a regular human, but like over the years of fighting, their like skin literally deflects blades. Yeah, they may be not monk level, who has like natural armor from like level 1. It sucks that I feel like it sucks that like monk class, at least in D&D 5e, I don't know if they changed it in D&D 6.5, 5.2, whatever the fuck they called it. It sucks that D&D 5e you cannot stack like unarmed armor. So like there is a feat essentially in not a feat, it's like an ability that you get as a monk and as a race with natural armor, that you technically have like armored feet. Okay, technically you can be like naked, but you still have like essentially medium armor equipped, because well you like a monk and you like train in martial arts, and so now your skin is extra good. And or you were like a turtle man person, or you're like a turtle man person, and because you're a turtle man person, you have like a shell, and that shrugs off bullets instead. And And so what I'm thinking about is that it kind of sucks that you can't like stack those together, because I guess that it's in fairness and balance, right? So like if you're a turtle that has a hard protective shell, you can't also take a monk class, and now you have like multiple, you have like armor equivalent to like a guy wearing a full metal plate, you know. But I feel like it would be cool. I don't know why I did this now. Fuck. What? Yeah, that's important. Okay. I guess if you have like a cool DM, dungeon master, they can perhaps allow you to have turtle class and also a monk ability of unarmed armor. Natural armor? I don't remember the name of it. It was Samson armor. Naked armor. Me as a monk, when somebody breaks into my house and I'm just doing some schlong hanging out, they try to stab me, it does not pierce my fucking abs. I mean, that is Baki shit, to be fair. That is for sure Baki shit. Like yeah, like Yujiro Hanma coming out like, so you broke into my house. No, I'm gonna rape you. And and then they like try to like shoot him 10 times in the chest, but like all of the bullets just bounce off his hard fucking pecs. He learned like a secret techniques that like if you tighten your like pecs at a precise point of a gun point. Wait, there was a recent chapter where I'm pretty sure there were like Yujiro was fighting a fucking battle cruiser. Like he was pretty sure fighting the fucking gunboat or whatever. That's fucking crazy. It's always hard to describe. No, actually, it's not hard. I actually love to describe that part. It's my favorite part of describing Baki to non-Baki, to people who don't know Baki, is to tell them that the main antagonist is the protagonist's father, and he's also like a notorious rapist. Like the fact that he canonically met Hillary Clinton and said, I meet you again and I will rape you. That's like my favorite. The fact that I'm pretty sure raped Elon Musk and Trump in one chapter. Like that's my favorite thing to describe. Like be like, yo. I mean that's fucking hilarious. like real life rape, obviously not funny, but like the fact that the main antagonist is like that fucking level of weird evil, but also like somehow relatable. The fact that not relatable, I don't know if like relatable is the best way to describe it. More like at the same time still kinda like cool, I guess. Because like in like Star Wars, you have like I don't know where, but like I think it's Andor or something. But there was a scene where apparently somebody got raped, and people were like screeching about how like in my evil empire, in my Star Wars, rape is not acceptable, because like people essentially, it's essentially, here's the thing. I think I just don't have that thing where like if I see like an evil character and I like their like weird evil like thing, where if they do something that I find morally reprehensible and non-justifiable, like a lot of people have that like thing where they like see an antagonist, like an evil guy, right? And he's like pillaging villages, you know, burning down houses, and people are like, yeah, cool, girl boss, you know. But like then like rape scene comes in and they're like, what? No, you know, like that's what happens with a lot of people. But like I think I just don't have that. I don't have that like if I see an antagonist and I know they're evil, I'm not gonna be like out there fucking screeching and crying when like my favorite antagonist is also turns out evil on more levels. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Oh, that's the first time he pulled out tentacles, right? Maybe like second time. I think, here's the thing, people like cool antagonists, and that's mostly, I think, could be related to the fact that a lot of antagonists used to be like campy villains. Like you would have like a cool antagonist who, like essentially, okay. So the reason a lot of antagonists used to be gay, and some are still are, is because in early 2000s there was code of conduct where essentially you could not show certain things in positive light, and among them was being gay or like any sort of sexual deviancy. So like if you wanted to show somebody being gay or trans or whatever, they had to be evil. And that's why a lot of like antagonists were like gay, and they also could like go. That's why a lot of like antagonists used to be way more flashy than even the main character. Like the main character is the boring, you know, fucking dolls that you can like put your face on and be like yeah, I would be like him. And then the antagonist would be like all cool and like saucy and shit. And that's mostly because of that, right? Because of that like code of conduct that existed. And so I think a lot of people like to write cool antagonists, cool campy antagonists who like villain, but they're also like a misunderstood guy, or they're like they're misunderstood, or they're maybe they're evil, but they're like cool evil, you know. They're not your like a boring fucking boss at work who's like evil because he doesn't let you go on your grandfather's funeral. He's like evil in the sense that he's like I want to skin puppies, you know, like all that shit. Like he's evil because he's like saucy and drippy, and that's why people like antagonists. But I think a lot of people like, sorry, I was saying antagonists, but like more correct word for it is villains. People like villains. People like all the villainy, all the like swagger, the sauce, you know. People want to be saucy, swaggery villain. And so that's when, and the problem arises when they see a villain who's saucy and swaggery, and they like the saucy, swaggery villain, and then they'll see them doing something like that you wouldn't like they'll see saucy, swaggery villain, and they'll like see them girl bossing or whatever, and then they'll go like yes, I want to see that more. But then they'll see them doing something that personally affects them, something like, again, rape, you know, something very personal and emotional, and something that you personally see as like the worst crime imaginable. And that's when that like allure of the villain breaks. That's when the villain becomes too real, too like raw for you to touch, and you realize that like this is not what you want. You don't want the saucy villain as long as as long as they can hurt you. You want the saucy villain as long as they're like a guy that doesn't touch you, you know. As long as the villainy does not occur towards you. And I think that's what a lot of people have. And I don't. Because when I see a villain, I think that they're cool and they're saucy and sure, you know. But I don't see them as like, well, something to want, you know. Like for me, a villain has to be able to do all of the bad things that I didn't like, you know. Like if I was gonna agree with somebody, I would make a protagonist. And even then, like I often argue for the fact that the protagonist has to be more complex in terms of like more complex, more problematic. Like write some deep like laws about the protagonist. Have a like I have like this idea for a protagonist who's like one of the character traits is the fact that he's like seeking revenge, and in the pursuit of that revenge, he will not simply kill his antagonist, but he'll hunt down, quite literally to the word hunt down, anybody related to antagonist, to the point where you literally could like write another book of simply the story of the antagonist's family member being hunted down by the protagonist for no crime of their own, but the fact that they are related to the antagonist. And I want, like, by the end of the story, it to be quite plainly spelled out that this is not a cool thing. This is the protagonist turning into a villain. That the entire story wasn't a formation of the hero, but a formation of the villain. That's what you were seeing the entire time. He's not an anti-hero. He's a villain. He was forming as a villain the entire time. There was this manhwa I read that almost did something like that, but then it like immediately caved in and just made like everything the protagonist did justifiable, because like essentially the story was called Ashura Rise of a Venom Dragon, I think that's the name. There is number one, the funniest shit is the fact that it has like 2 titles. It's Ashura Rise of Venom Dragon, or just Venom Dragon. So you would assume there is like Ashura, I don't know, Ashura Fire Dragon, or Ashura Void Dragon, Ashura, you know, like something like that. But no, there's only like one of that manhwa. There's not like a sequel, not a prequel. It's not a sequel, not a prequel. It's not a side thing, you know, like there's Ashura, I don't know, Rising of the Phoenix or something. You know, there's none of that. It's just a unique naming convention. But that manhwa has been dropped, I think, or like on hiatus or something. But it's like been essentially in limbo for a while now. But the premise, it started off pretty interesting, because it started off with the main character. Number one, I really liked it because when I started to read it, it was right after, like right as I started to read manhwas in general. So that's when I was also reading a lot of like Chinese comics. And Chinese comics, oh god, they're fucking horrible. Like they're always like, yeah, I'll just say like they're just not to my taste. Let's just end it at that. Because like, relatively speaking, every protagonist ends up like superhuman on like chapter 3, and that's when I started reading Ashura Venom Dragon, and the protagonist looked a lot grounded. So like it started with like so essentially like they're like from like medical clan or something, like they're always described like as a medical village, you know, like there was like a medical village and then there was a poisonous village, and like they kind of just like lived separately with non-aggression pact, and then one day poison village attacked and like the heir to the clan that is the protagonist was at first kidnapped, tortured, nearly killed because he was poisoned with like special snake, but then he like recovered through like medical knowledge. Then he was taught in medicine by like his surviving clan members, as they were all dying in like fucking equivalent of Auschwitz, I would say. And then as the protagonist exits to the surface world, he seeks revenge against the poison village, and he like taking revenge indiscriminately, like killing everybody related to the village, you know. People like haven't heard about that village for like haven't heard about that village for like 20 years or something, and like the protagonist just springs up out of nowhere saying that he like brings revenge, and also public opinion sees like the medical village as the initial aggressor, which the protagonist disagrees with, but like it so like it would be interesting if in fact medical village, like the protagonist village or whatever, was the initial aggressor, if they were in the wrong and that's why they get eliminated, and if the protagonist was seeking revenge for like essentially a wrong thing, right? Like his actions, he was seeking revenge for somebody punishing what his village did wrong, right? But that didn't happen. That's number one. Like pretty soon it is clarified that like everybody in power who's like dictates what's good and evil are actually are like a real bastard themselves, who like the main antagonist married a woman just to steal her martial arts, and then he painted her entire clan as demons, and then cut her like arm off or something, I don't remember. Pretty early on, the like question on whether or not the protagonist is like motivation is like flawed is painted away, especially when there is this like he's like framed for a murder of like a guy. It would be interesting if protagonist fought a guy, killed him, right? If there was like a righteous guy who fought the protagonist because protagonist was a wanted man, right? He's like following chivalry codes. He's like trying to do what's right, but then protagonist kills him, and protagonist is technically killed an innocent man, right? But that didn't happen. Protagonist didn't kill the guy. He spared him, let him live. But then the one of the antagonists killed the guy instead and framed the main character for it. So like, you see, it like breaks down. It breaks down that like protagonist is like especially because like, I mean the whole point is that like he's like becomes an Ashura, which is like essentially like a war god, like the simplest explanation in Buddhism, like there's like if you did good deeds but you also did them through like combat and stuff, you can become an Ashura, which is like this like deity of combat essentially. It's not a good thing, it's just slightly below like but it is above being human. It is not desired, because what's gonna happen is that like when you reincarnate into Ashura, you just end up in the realm of Ashura, where you essentially it's kind of like Valhalla, the best way to describe it. Like it's kind of very similar to Valhalla, where you live, fight, die, repeat. So even in the name, you know, like the premise is the fact that the main character is kind of like on the path of revenge. He's on the path of Ashura, where he lives through fighting, you know. But it just ends with like. But by the end of it, it's just he's like I mean, to be fair, we don't know the end because the shit's in hiatus forever. But what I'm saying is that it would be interesting if like protagonist was like pondering whether or not what he's doing is evil or not, and like there was actually like some merit in terms of the fact that he's kind of like he's killing like indiscriminately people related to the sect, even so people are related to his revenge, even though they themselves didn't do anything wrong. They're just happen to be serving under the wrong master, you know. Oh fuck! I almost tried to attack this guy. Dude, what up? Shit. Fucker. Oh fuck. Right, the tentacles. Ah! Fuck. Goddamn it, I was preparing for the tentacles again. I was like, not the tentacles! Fuck, you know what, I'll push a little bit further today again. So, it just, like a lot of people push out the Brighton protagonist who's like evil. Just write an evil motherfucker. Evil, unforgivable, unforgettable, evil. Write the villain and write him to be a protagonist. That's why I always so much enamored by the manga called Might. Fucking Mystic Might Mayhem. It's like MMM. Let's just call it that way. There's also some like other name for it, like Rising of Evil God or something like that. But the premise is the guy is evil. He's like literally fucking demon. No other ifs or buts about it. That's why I also like very much Return 10,000 Years from Hell, because again the guy is like evil. He may have not been evil, like born evil, the same way as Miss Might Mayhem protagonist did, but like he is like undeniably, after like 10,000 years in hell, he is fucking evil motherfucker. He has like in I mean, from the evil part, he like enslaved the guy and brainwashed him to believe that he's like he's his best friend. Oh, best friend, not like in the sense of like they've been together forever, but more in the sense of like he brainwashed him into believing that like to have like unconditional loyalty, which is a protagonist. He had from evil things. Again, like that's actually, by the way, very similar to rape. Brainwashing is like very despicable, I would say. But like it's I would say like the closeness is like 99%, like without the sexual aspect, I guess. But enslaving the guy and brainwashing him, pretty evil. What's his name? Protagonist murdered good guy and then painted it as like a work of an evil organization, just so he can like grow stronger. In fact, plot-wise, it seems to be like the main character is actually the main cause behind the like demonic invasion of the like, because he left hell and returned to Earth after 10,000 years in hell. On Earth it was like 10 years or something, but so he returned after 10 years on Earth passed, and suddenly there was like influx of demons right as he arrived, and it looks like he's the one who caused them. And he obviously will not fess up, because I mean, why would you? But sorry. But he obviously will not fess up, because why would you? But it's also like he does not seem to be like very much apologetic for the things that he caused. By the way, same author wrote manhwa called I Killed Regressor, I think that's the name, or Fake Regressor, something like that. And it was alright. The adaptation was pretty bad in terms of like art style, but overall the protagonist evil is kind of different, because they both protagonists in both manhwas are like pathological liars who like manipulate people around them. Slight, I guess, difference would be in the fact that the protagonist of I Killed the Regressor lies to save his own skin, and he doesn't actually know what the fuck was going on. Like, it looks like from overview is that like so guy who regressed seems to have been in like a dungeon together with the what's it called, has been in like a dungeon where monsters are with the protagonist, and in previous regression he abandoned protagonist to die in the dungeon, and then the protagonist didn't die, but then like something happened that turned him evil. Well, besides being betrayed, I guess something else also happened that turned him like to be like an evil motherfucker. And then so when the regressor regressed, he immediately tried to kill the protagonist just for sound the power that made him regress to kill him. And so the protagonist kind of like convoluted plot, but like he managed to get some of the memories from the regressor, and now he's like pretending to be the regressor while piecing together number one, why did protagonist become evil in that regression, in that version, and number two, there seems to be like an unrelated to the protagonist evil cult that is also related, but is also related to the evil powers of the protagonist. So, like, protagonist has like special powers, special abilities that nobody else has, but like it looks like what's called? It looks like those powers are tied into like. Actually, that's actually very similar to the guy who coming back from hell after 10,000 years, because in both of them, like they're like evil protagonists, but their deal was like equally evil cult who's like trying to destroy humanity. While they don't want to destroy humanity, they just want to be like chilling. That's an interesting motivation. Motivation of an evil protagonist, where they're evil, but they're like what's it called? They're like they're evil, but like they're what's the name for it? They're like practical evil. Like they're just doing evil because it's like the most efficient way. Because it's the most efficient way to get what they want, right? And that's why if like doing some good gets them what they want, they will do some good. But if doing something bad is the way to get what they want, they will do something bad, right? And they deal with people who just want to destroy entirety of the planet, and they have to like, and that's essentially like, you have to stop them, because otherwise you cannot just be chilling, you know? It's like oh, that's kind of the premise of Dexter, right? In Dexter, the protagonist is a serial killer, but he has a specific code where he wants to satisfy the urge of killing people, but he also doesn't want to like harm innocent people. So in order to satisfy the urge and also not harm innocent people, he just kills serial killers. Which is, I guess, right? Like, you have the protagonist who's an evil guy, but their evil is practical. Oh fuck. Holy shit! Oh! Oh. You can't believe how high my fucking heart rate was as I was doing that. I was like, literally, I was like, I'm about to have a heart attack. Oh, holy shit. Unbelievable. 3 hours, 19 minutes. All I had to do was talk about evil guys. I have to beat like Radiance right now, right? 10 minutes, 42 seconds. Okay. Oh, lordy lord. God damn. I was about to legitimately have a heart attack from that. So what? Wait. Is it like a... Uh-huh. Okay. So how do we encounter radiance? I guess the fucking perfect radiance or whatever. Wait, no. Do I have to like beat all of them on like challenge or something? Oh. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, there it is. Uh-huh, I see. Wait, so what's the point of the pool? What? So what's the point of the pool upstairs if? All of the gods. So we didn't beat like 3 enemies or something? I guess? I don't know. Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw people... Yeah, okay. Soul Master. Yep. Yep. Do I have to like fight all of them? In order to unlock the room to the left? To like finally beat Radiance? Wait, so I guess you have to like beat Attuned versus I don't know what the difference is, I'll Google it. I'll Google it, but that's gonna be for next week. Okay. Wait, what's the difference between 2 versus 3? What? Yep, this guy. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, I guess it's Wait, what? What's the difference? I have no idea. I'll search up the difference before next week. I don't. Oh, that's the yeah, that's the guy. Okay. Oh wait, it's like Dreamnail. Uh-huh. Oh, so you can fight him in dream or not dream. These guys, I never encountered them in my fucking life. I have no idea. Yeah, 3 versus 2. This guy. Hornet. So I assume that's the second challenge. This guy, you can also beat in the dream realm. Wait, these guys. What's the difference between 1 and 2? Okay, I'll search up. Who the fuck? Oh, the bug. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're gonna be wrapping up on this. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up on this. Tomorrow, Evil Within. After tomorrow, Evil Within still. We still have Evil Within us. After tomorrow, Hollow Knight Silksong. After tomorrow, Hollow Knight Silksong still. After tomorrow, Blasphemous 2 that we still didn't finish. Then after Blasphemous 2 again, and then we come back here to beat Pantheon 6, I guess. I don't know, like going through all these fuckers. On this note, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.